Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, July 14th, 2025. Let's take a look at the chart. Start with the big picture. Low to mid 350s remain our long-term price ceiling, an area we need to close above to indicate a good low through the rest of the year, with likely continued gains expected into the low 500 region. That could be a 3 to 5 month move. It could take the better part of a year depending, but I do think we would see kind of a protracted rally that potentially by the end of the year could reach 518.19 if, say, by the end of July we could close above the 355.86 price ceiling. Until then, this is sellable resistance. And it actually happens to be anticipated now that last Friday we closed above not only the rising two-thirds speed line on Thursday, but also on Friday above this structure at 309.57. So this area, 308.23 to 309.57, represents support able to contain weekly selling pressures, and above which the 2 to 3 week time frame remains bullish into the low to mid 350s again. On the way up, we have a 50% upside retracement over the last few weeks that can contain intraday, quite possibly daily buying pressures. This is a solid day trade, by the way. Buying, if you're not long already, the 308.23 to 309.57 region, anticipating 323.16. Our 1 to 2 week, possibly by the end of this week, target is 337.02. That is a level that can contain daily buying pressures, and possibly, if tested, say by Friday or early next week, we could fall away from here for 3 to 5 days. And we'll cover that, obviously, if that were to occur. But ultimately, we do think that there's a good chance, a decent chance, after having closed above this speed line. This was a longer term, well, not longer term, 2 to 3 week sell signal when we closed below it about a week ago. And having closed back above it, as you recall, last Thursday, did neutralize any expectations for downside activity over the following 2 to 3 weeks. It's just that we were then waiting for a settlement above this structure, which occurred the very next day at 309.57, for actually shifting the focus entirely in the bullish column as we continue through the month of July. So from my perspective, I see no good reason to be short Tesla right now if your time horizon is anywhere from 3 to 5 days out to 2 to 3 weeks. Over the next 3 to 5 days, we could actually see 337.02. Oops, sorry. If we happen to close today, for instance, above 323.16, we should, within 1 to 3 days this week, see 337.02. So for you 1 to 2 week swing traders, and I really want to just call it a 3 to 5 day swing trade, we are bullish up to 337.02. And for you 2 to 3 week swing traders, we are bullish back up into the low to mid 350s, where once again we could top out into possibly through August trade and fall away again from there. Now for the downside, if we do, I think it's just simply closing back below 308.23. But if you want to add in 303.21, I think that that's actually a pretty legitimate approach. Closing back below 308.23 means we also close back below this channel top. Failed buy signal in and of itself. Closing back below 308.23, a rising speed line, also has negative consequences. But if you want the full shift, once again, it's buy signal 2 days ago back to sell signal. I know this can happen sometimes. I'm not expecting it. I don't think it is likely. What I think is likely, once again, is upward continuation through the rest of July above this 308.23 to 309.57 region. But, Tesla is part of an index, and if the index decides to sell off, if we get bad economic news, whatever the case may be over the next day or two, and we close below 303.21, I'm back into the bearish column over the 2 to 3 week time frame. I do think 272.87, I have that as an intraday support level only. We will likely bump this up to session containment on the way down, but on the way down, we have 284.70 as our next session containment level. If we close today below 303.21, I would expect that within just 2 or 3 days. That is the low settlement price that was put out following that late May high. And when we fell away, this was as I recall, this was the Musk Trump feud And so the low settlement price was 284.70. That's a solid day trade level. It's nothing beyond that. So if we close below 303.21 within, I think, 2 to 3 days later this week, 284.70, and within 2 to 3 weeks, 257.32. So yes, if we close back below 303.21, below this 1 week channel structure, that shifts our focus back into the bearish column. If you went long late last week, if you are long now above the 308.23 to 309.57 area, and that is the play, unfortunately, I would say you should cover that long position and even consider playing the short side if we close today below 303.21. I have 303.21 as just an intraday support level. I think if we break 308.23, you can expect it, day traders. And 303.21 just might contain daily selling pressures, but I would then really want to see the market within the day. If we test 303.21 early in the day, I would want to see the market then close once again above the 309.57 formation, thereby maintaining the 2 to 3 week buy signal into the low to mid 350s. But once again, if we close below the 303, where are you? I can't find you. There it is. If we close below that structure, 303.21, then it's playing the short side. And I'm talking 2 to 3 weeks out. I'm not talking long term. 257.32 is a respectable channel bottom that on the weekly chart you can find at 257.96. And this area can absorb selling on a monthly basis, perhaps. But we have it as a weekly support level only. So able to contain weekly, possibly monthly selling pressures. We could round up again from here, but we'd have a big picture long-term sell signal if we did close below that 257.96 structure at the end of a week. That's obviously not going to happen this week, but it could potentially happen over the next 3 to 5 weeks, that if we close below 257.96, you have a 2 to 3 month or sooner sell signal into the low to upper 160s 5-year channel support. This is your big picture downside sell-off. 2 to 3 month bearish continuation below 257.96. And your 3 to 5 month long-term buy signal inversely is above 355.86. Until then,
if you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
You really have these 2 to 3 week swing trades. And right now we're expecting the low to mid 350s again, above 309.57. But if we close below, the 303.21 level, then our 2 to 3 week swing trade shifts back into the bearish column, expecting 257.32. This can happen, and it's just the way it is. I'd have no way to see this but bearish into later July if we close today below 303.21. Until then, holding above 309.57, we expect the low to mid 350s again over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Please check out wickedstocks.com. We offer a 5-day free trial. We'll be offering 2 stock picks this week. We did 2 last week, 2 the previous week, actually 1 the previous week. That was an abbreviated July 4th week, FYI. And also a daily Triple Q and daily SPY analysis. I think having the Triple Q especially, and yes, even the SPY in your toolbox as you trade Tesla is handy. Let's put it that way. It supports the trade because Tesla is, after all, a significant portion of those indexes, and it can be influenced, obviously, by the broader market. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow with Tuesday's Tesla report. You have a great day.